I'd do a little creative wig bubble for you called God's Own Drunk. So just like I say before, I'm a non-drinking man. Never drank for some reason or other, didn't like it. But like I said, too, I promised to take care of my brother-in-law still while he went in to vote. Went up there, and it was just where the map said it was. And I'm going to tell you something, there's no little old 5 or 10 cent still. It was laid there just like a golden mountain opal. With a kind of a honeydew cry coming from it. I ain't a drinking man like I explained to you, but that big old yellow moon was hanging out there. God's lanterns was hanging in the sky. And that curiosity got the best of me. And it took a slash. And I got a crazy revolutionary feeling in my body. That yellow whiskey went down my throat like honeydew vine water. Tasted mighty good. I felt a revolution going through my body, like there was a great neon signs going up and saying, there's a great life a-coming. Haley talking to me, and I took another slash, and I got another jolt, and I took another slash, and I started to sing. I started to sing, and that big old yellow moon hanging out there, and God's sweet lanterns hanging in the sky, and as I was singing, never singing no before in my life, but I was singing as fine and as pretty as you'd ever want to hear. And I took another slash. Then I took a big pull, that big old yellow moon hanging out there. God's lanterns hanging in the sky. And suddenly I got a tremendous revolution of emotion in my body. Like I was falling in love with everything in God's sweet world. It moved, lived, didn't live, animate, inanimate, black, blue, green, pink, mountain, stones. I was in love with life because I was drunk. I wasn't falling down, slipping, sliding drunk. I was God's own drunk. A fearless man. And that's when I first saw the bear. Big old Kodiak-looking fella, about 16 foot tall. I walked right on up to that bear because I was God's own drunk and I loved everything in this world. Walked right up tight to him, about 4.5 feet, and looked right up in his eyes. And I'm going to tell you something, brothers and sisters, my eyes was redder than his was. Hung him up. And he's a-sniffing. He's a-sniffing. He's trying to smell some fear. He can't do it because I'm God's own drunk and I'm a fearless man. He expects me to do 2 things, flip or fly. I don't do either. Hangs him up. I told him, I said, Mr. Bear, I'm God's own drunk, and I love every hair on your 27-acre body. I'm a fearless man. I don't want you to go around. Know you got bear friends over the hill there. Harry Bear and Tim Bear and Jelly Bear and Tony Bear and Teddy Bear, Phil Bear, Hazel Bear, John Bear, Pete Bear, and Rare Bear. Go over and tell all of them that I'm God's own drunk tonight. And I love everything in God's green creation. And I love them like brothers. But if they give me any trouble, I'm going to run every goddamn one of them off the hill. I moved up. Don't you know he moved back 2 feet? I reached up and took the bear by the hand. I said, Mr. Bear, we're both beasts when it comes right down to it. He's looking down at me. I said, I want you to come with me. You're going to be my buddy. Buddy Bear. Took him right by his big old shaggy island-sized hand and led him all over, sat him down by the still. Well, he's sniffing. He's sniffing. He knows there's honeydew around there. Some kind of honey bear, honeydew of some kind. He's a sniffing. I know what he's a sniffing at. I took a slice or two myself to taste her out, and I filled him a bottle. Did you ever see them bears? The silhouette of them bears at the circus sucking up that sarsaparilla? That was a fine-looking sight. And he downed another bottle, and he downed another bottle. And I put 2 more on him. He put his two, and he started sniffing and snorting. Tapped his foot. He got up and started to do the bear dance. 2 sniffs, 3 snorts, a half a turn, and 1 grunt. And I'm trying to do it. But I couldn't do it because it was just like a jitterbug dance. It was so simple it evaded me. But we was a-dancing and yelling on it, and God's sweet moon hanging in the sky, and God's sweet landings out there, and there's jubilation and love on that here. And finally it piled up and up and up and got so strong it overwhelmed my soul. And I laid back in the sweet green hill with that big old buddy bear fall right in mine. And I went to sleep, and I slept for 4 hours and wrapped me some tremulous dreams. And when I woke up, that old yellow moon was hanging in the sky, and God's sweet lanterns was out there, and my buddy the bear was a-missing. And you want to know something else, brothers and sisters? So was the still.